Gentlemen, as you may be aware, watches can be expensive. Luxury watches can definitely be pricey. That being said, you don't have to spend a ton of cash to have a great watch. There are a ton of amazing, inexpensive get so excited talking about watches. Inexpensive options out there that you would be killing it with if you actually picked it up and wore it. Timex, Seiko, Orient, the list goes on and on and on. But I know some of you, you got that watch. Oh, it's so expensive though. You love it, but it's pricey. And so today, gentlemen, I thought I'd talk a bit about the gray market. What it is, how it works, and my experience. All right, so the black market is very different than the gray market. Black market, the watch is either stolen or it's fake. Don't do that. The gray market, however, is a watch that is sold in the US but was meant for another market. The original watch was sold by the manufacturer to a distributor in another country. The idea is that this distributor is going to distribute it to authorized people, sellers in their country, but they don't. They're like, yo, I could totally make a quick buck. I'm going to circumvent the situation. I'm going to sell it to an unauthorized dealer back in the States. Manufacturers of watches have exclusive deals with importers within a specific country. They've got territories. Well, the gray market works around it. If you're ever online and you're looking for a specific watch and you see like 20, 30, 40% off, chances are this is gray market. Surprisingly enough, a lot of the sellers on Amazon and Overstock are actually gray market watches. The downside to buying a watch on the gray market is that you're not going to have the manufacturer's warranty. All right, so if you buy a Rolex from said gray market retailer and you go back to Rolex and be like, yo, I got a watch, it's broken, will you fix it? They're like, we didn't sell that to you. You didn't get it through the appropriate channels? No. But a lot of the gray market retailers will actually offer you their own plan or their own warranty. So if you buy a watch from them, they might guarantee it for 3 years, 5 years, depending on the watch. And what happens if it breaks, you send it back to them, and most of the time they will either fix it or replace it at no charge. But there is an upside. You're going to save a lot of money. One of the other upsides to buying online is that you don't actually have to pay sales tax. If you go to a store in your mall or just a local jewelry store, you're going to have to pay sales tax. Once your watch gets up to like, well, whatever it's up to. Sales tax can be expensive. If you're spending thousands of dollars, sales tax, I'm getting all excited about watches, I told you. Sales tax definitely can add up. And so a few weeks ago, there I am, I'm in a jewelry store, and there was this case of watches. The brand is Oris. The brand Oris has sort of flown under the watch radar. If you're not into watches, you've probably never heard of them, but they're a great, reasonably priced Swiss automatic watchmaker. They only make automatic watches, and I saw one that I just thought looked incredible. This is it. This was the watch I fell in love with. It's an Oris, it's the Diver 60, but what was really cool about it was the crystals actually bubbled up. All right, this is sort of a throwback diver watch from the 60s, and I absolutely loved it. The price tag on this baby in the store was $1,800. I'm like, there ain't no way I'm paying that. So I kept thinking about this watch, and so I actually started doing some looking online. And one of the most popular gray market watch sellers is a shop called Joma Shop. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I have no idea. I'll link it down in the description. Anyway, I go on there and I found it for $1,100. And so I was like, oh, and I don't have to pay sales tax. And so I decided that I was going to break my gray market cherry and actually buy this watch. It came next day. I paid for expedited shipping, and I've been super happy with it. I've had no problems. It's absolutely authentic, and it's been a great watch. And I saved, like, including sales tax, I probably saved like $800 or $900 by buying it gray market. It has like a 2 or 3 year warranty, but if it breaks, I got to send it back to them and not Oris. So it's just something you kind of got to decide for yourself. One word of warning I will say is that you want to make sure that you are buying from a reputable gray market retailer if you're going to go down that route. You know, I'm not saying to buy it. I'm not saying to go and buy gray market. I'm just saying it's an option, and one that I know a lot of you will probably be interested in because you can save a bunch of money on a great watch. The idea is that it's an amazing watch and it never breaks down, but things happen, and it could. And so I just want to do this video, tell you about my experience, which has been incredibly positive, just to let you know, hey, it's out there. If you're into watches, you might want to consider checking it out. I'm in absolutely no way, shape, or form associated with Oris or Joma-Shop. I just wanted to test it because I'm freaking ridiculously into watches these days, apparently. And so I liked it and I wanted to test it out. I just wanted to do this video just to showcase my experience. I can't talk about it if I don't try it, is sort of my thinking. But I know with the price of watches, some of you guys will have no problem buying from a company like that. There are others out there. So do your research. Go onto the watch forums, because if you just Google search, the different watch sellers, you'll get a lot of great information. They usually, I think they have like return policies and everything. I mean, it's a legit business, but the way that they get them is kind of a little bit unlegit, according to the manufacturers that are making these Swiss pieces. Gentlemen, Oris, a great watch. Joma-Shop, a great market option for you to shop for your next luxury timepiece and save a dime.